Welcome back to Browns All Access with Hue Jackson, Nathan Zagura. You know this man, Bernie Kosar. And Bernie, when you're a quarterback, you like to have those great receivers, but is there anything better than a big stud tight end who can high point the ball, make the tough catches, and stretch the seam?
No doubt about it. David Njoku and his athleticism is music to a quarterback's ears, and he's well coached here in Cleveland. There's no doubt about it. But coming from the U, the first time I saw him on the field in OTAs this year, I couldn't help myself and kind of had the flashback to the Jimmy Graham days when me and him were at the field doing releases, working inside the scoring zone, working inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5-yard line on those kind of post-up fades. Jimmy Graham's made a career out of that. I believe David Njoku has even more athleticism and more abilities to make those type of plays on a consistent level.
Well, you look at the way he's elevated his game recently. 2 weeks ago, it was 2 passes to Njoku that set up the touchdown to Higgins. And then this past week, he high points the ball, does that post-up fade, and scores off the pass from Baker Mayfield. And to learn more about David Njoku, he sat down with our Sir Andrew Gribble.
I'm Andrew Gribble here with tight end David Njoku. And David, a tough one to swallow last week against the Chargers. What is the mindset of the team to move forward and bounce back from that kind of game?
We got to just focus on this upcoming week. You know, we play the Bucs at Tampa Bay, and we just got to focus and play this game. You know, this game is very important.
When you guys look back at the film, maybe the last couple weeks, what have been some of the issues with the offense, and how confident are you can get those fixed?
Well, obviously, we had some trouble moving the ball, you know, here and there, but I'm very confident that can be fixed. You know, all it really is you know, everyone doing their job, you know, consistently, and we should be fine. So it's just we just got to go back to the drawing board and work hard.
Mayfield takes the snap, back, looks, lobs, right corner, and Njoku caught it, touchdown. David Njoku, and he flips the ball to a fan in the dog pound.
You don't like it to get it in a losing effort, but you got in the end zone last week against the Chargers, went up to get the ball, high pointed it. How in your skill set is that kind of play, and how confident are you when that ball is in the air?
I was pretty confident that I was going to come down with it, but you know, when the ball is up like that, like a jump ball scenario, I have to just ensure that, you know, I'm consistent enough to come down with it more often than not, you know, for my team, for me, and for my coaches. So.
You guys have been dealing with a lot of injuries at the wide receiver position, a couple in this past week as well. How much does kind of the onus fall on the tight ends, running backs to kind of step up and help this offense keep moving?
It's on all of us, you know. It's on tight ends, running backs, and receivers, and the quarterback. You know, it's on all of us to ensure that we do our job, you know, which is score touchdowns, score points, score more points than the other team. We're focused on doing that, you know, this week and winning. So that's our main focus, is winning.
How much more confident are you as a blocker right now?
Than last year?
Yeah.
A lot more confident. I don't know if it shows, but I've definitely picked that up from last year. You know, I was struggling a little bit being a rookie tight end and playing tight end for like a year or two. You know, it wasn't really as easy. But I think, you know, by our coaches, you know, Darren, Seth, they're helping me a lot, and I'm becoming better and better every single day, I believe.
Yeah, you got to be taking pride in that, especially with the way this team has run the ball. How key is that?
Very
what
important.
You do for
very
the ball?
Very important. You know, setting the edge, blocking those big DNs. You know, all that. It's very important. It all comes with the job.
Yeah, you guys have checked off a lot of boxes already this year, but still looking for that first road win. How big would that be to kind of get it in Tampa Bay and check another one off the list?
Huge. You know, we treat every game that we play at the time as the most important game of the year. So this game is the most important game of the year right now, and we have to treat it as such and work hard towards this week.
Now, Bernie, there were some bright spots. David Njoku certainly amongst them last week, but too often this offense got the ball with good field position, got down near the end zone, but couldn't punch it in for a touchdown. What must they do better to finish these drives?
Well, again, the David Njoku series play comments, I think, are right on. And guys like that, being able to use talented weapons like that in crunch time, it's imperative to get that ball in the end zone as opposed to taking the 3 points. The running game obviously helps with that. And the offensive line, being able to get up and get into the Tampa Bay defense, like they did more against Baltimore, and really didn't have as much success against San Diego at the line of scrimmage, getting that push.
Absolutely. We need to see a better offensive performance, and you're going against the worst scoring defense, worst pass defense, really one of the worst defenses we've seen in a long time in the National Football League, and we'll preview the Browns matchup against the Buccaneers next on Browns All Access. How many takeaways had the Browns defense forced over their first 6 games of the 2018 season? Is the answer A, 7, B, 12, C, 15, or D, 16? Find out the answer when Browns All Access returns.